Okay guys, so what we're going to be up to today is I need to replace this piece here, but I've decided before I get in there I want to put the rad support in. So remember I told you in the previous video, if you've been watching, I only tacked it in place here. That's all it's attached to there. Now the rad support itself is attached to your cross member pieces here, your frame rail pieces here that your strut rod comes out of. So what I'm going to do is, you see I've got some tubing down here, along in here. It's kind of cramped for me to be filming. Anyway, I'm going to brace it so it doesn't go anywhere. When I cut the inner fender off on that side, this came off of the inner fender. And I didn't brace it because it never really went nowhere because the rad support was still here. But now, these two are both attached to the rad support, and there's a chance that they're going to move, drop, whatever. So again, take your measurements. Everyone's asking, where do I take measurements from, Rick? I don't know, just find a pinpoint where you want to go. Like measure from, I don't know, here's an example. Measure from the corner of this to the corner of that. Make sure it keeps that gap. You know, measure, where else do we go here? We can measure from, you can measure the distance where this rad support is right now, like on the top of this rad support, which I've already done from previous 42.5, top of the rad support to the back of your cowl. Like, take measurements. Always, again, don't forget, you got to get things squared up. Crossways is a good measurement, right? Because then you know it's square. Get your levels out. Make sure you got your levels out. Make sure the car itself is level on the ground. Make sure the jack stands are level. The ground the jack stands are on are level. All that kind of shit, right? Make sure one tire in the back isn't lower than the other tire. It's only common sense. So that's what you do there. So anyway, I'm going to start welding a few of these braces in, and then I want to start cutting this off. And remember, when you cut this off, before you throw it away, make sure that there's nothing on here you can use. Like, make sure these brackets are on the new one. Like, look at this. This is a fender bracket that's bolted on. It's got to come off. Make sure that you check everything out, right? Even down to the little clips. If you want to save the little clips, take them off. Put them on the new one. You can buy those new. I suggest buying them new, but if you're on a budget, take them off, wire wheel them, put some nice satin black or flat black paint on them, and away you go. Okay, so let's start cutting. So I threw some braces in here. What I did was I threw one brace between the inner fenders. I always keep a lot of this this tubing laying around. It comes in handy for just you know, 3/4 inch or 1 inch tubing comes in handy for braces. Plus, it's cheap for me to get. Anyway, so I braced it from inner fender to inner fender, so the inner fenders aren't going to change in any position. I braced it from this point to, to this point, so these things aren't going to move. And then I braced it to keep the height of these in. Plus, I took, like I say, I took measurements of everything. I put a brace there to the inner fender, so it can't drop or raise. And I did the same on this side. So I'm cutting away this. You can see I just cut it out in pieces. Instead of trying to cut it out in one big piece, I just cut it in pieces. So I cut that piece out first. That was the easiest. You know, obviously, again, I drilled all the areas where it was spot welded. And you can see right there, there's a piece of it there. I drilled it, and then I just come along with my my air chisel and chisel off. So now it's just this bottom frame chunk here. Obviously, you can see I've cut it in half. And now I just got to get this chunk out. And it's kind of tight in here, guys, for filming, so I apologize. So once I get that piece out, then it's all out of there. Then it's tidy up, clean up, you know, like, you know, grind it all down, make nice clean metal surfaces there. And then we're into installing the new piece. Right there. And these came from CJ Pony, and you know what? I got to give these guys credit. They even give you all the new inserts. They even give you the hood bump stops with the rubbers on. Like, this is really nice. Like, you know, 65 to 73 hood adjusters and bumper and radiator, and on the radiator they give you everything. So that's kind of nice, because I'm used to buying a lot of parts and they come with nothing. It all has to be added on, and it just drives you nuts after a while. But this came with everything. So all them clips and fasteners I was showing you that you can save there, fuck it. They're going in the garbage. Sometimes I will save some of these, though. I'll look at these real quick before I chuck it, because sometimes if they look decent enough, I'll hang on to them for myself just to throw in a bin. So if a customer like this comes in again and we're trying to mock something up and he hasn't got some, we can use it for that. But other than that, I like to put them new anyway. It's just the best idea in my mind to put new stuff in. So okay, so we're going to chop some more of this away and continue on this freezing day. That's right. So I'm outside in the carport bays. So I'm good. I mean, I'm undercover. If it rains or snows, whatever, it's okay. Now, I'm not complaining too much because you guys, I know some of you guys watching have got worse temperatures than we got. But today with the wind chill, it's like -13. And I'm missing a door and I got no heat. But I'm having a good time. So I had to put a tarp up. I'll show you here. So if you remember, I closed all these bays in. And I got the nice insulated door there with the windows. But I just couldn't afford to put the door there. So I threw this tarp up this morning. Left it open a little bit so I can go in and out. And I do have 3 walls around me. And all these walls around me that you see, there's where you get into the body shop. All these walls around me are insulated. They're all insulated. But I've just got a metal roof with no insulation. I haven't done the spray foam yet. So it's a bit chilly in here. So well, that's all good. Look at all this cool shit while we're on topic. Look at this. 1949 to 51 Mercury grills. Can't have one, can't have two. Gotta have around 6 or 8. We got DeSoto grills, we got Kaiser risers, we got custom wheels right there. Look at those bad boys. Oh yeah, we got all sorts. We got Plymouth and Chrysler grills. Oh my god, we got shit everywhere. We got lake pipes. We got dashboards out of 49 and 51 Fords. We got some even more custom wheels here. Look at these. Oh yeah. Yes, yes, yes. It goes on and on and on. If only you knew what I had. And no, nothing is for sale. Anyway, let's get back to the car. I'm going to continue cutting and we'll see you later. Okay guys, so it's completely cut away. There it is, all in pieces. Laying there, waiting to go to scrap. After I made sure there's no little parts on there I need. So we're cut off, nothing moved. I quickly grabbed my tape measure and I did a measurement between here again to make sure nothing moved, that my braces were working when they were. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab and fit this one in there. Now remember, I'm replacing this whole inner fender also. So all I'm going to do when I put the new one in is I'm just going to give it a light tack on top and a couple little light tacks here where I can get accessible to cut them off again, and that's it. Because once I pull that away, then you know, I just a couple tacks and I can take that inner fender part. So that is what we're going to do. Right now we're going to fit this front piece. So let me grab it and let me see how good it fits. And I'm going to get myself, believe it or not, next month I'm going to get myself a nice little camera stand so I can film this as I go and just fast forward it and make it look a little more professional for you guys. I got to catch up to that Double D Speed Shop guy, you know. Anyway, and yes, if you don't know who I'm talking about, watch Double D Speed Shop, another Canadian guy doing awesome work. This guy is a master at Tri-Fi Chevys. He just has a good time. He's having fun. Love watching his stuff. But there's lots of guys out there I do watch also. So anyway, I'm just giving him a shout out because he's a Canadian boy. Okay, guys, so I've welded her in across here, and I've welded her across down here. I've just put a tack for right now there. I've done measuring over and over. It is in. It is in. I didn't weld nothing here, like I said. I did put a slight tack down here. I'm going to put a slight tack right here to hold it, just so I know it's there, because I don't want anything moving around, because I don't know when I'm going to get to this side yet, because we're still waiting on this panel. So I will put a couple tacks just to hold it, but that's it. It's in. I will. I'm going to finish welding it up along over there. I'm just going to squeeze these together with the vice grips and finish welding that up, plug welding it, and that's it. That side's in. So there you go. So rad support is in the Mustang. We're all finished there. And then maybe tomorrow when I finish off welding that bit in, I might attempt to tackle this area. And then basically we got this whole side done. All right, and we got all the floors done inside. You guys remember this car from all the videos. Look at all we got left in. The back pans are all on. All that's left is the driver's side over there. Imagine that. Who said we couldn't fix it? You can fix anything here at OTG. I love this stuff. It's fun. It's fun to do. It's a challenge. It's neat. I don't know what else to tell you. Yeah, I just take my time and I get at it, and it is what it is. And if you always think, and like I say, don't panic. If you make a mistake, it's only metal. That's why you do tack welds. Do tack welds. Don't get in there and start welding it up solid. Do tack welds, get it all in place, and try all your sheet metal around it. And hey, that's what it's about. That's how you learn. That is how you learn. Okay, That's it. You can see I'm locking down. The lights are going out. I'm getting the hell in the house. I've been out in -12 wind today, all day today. I'm going to go get dressed, cleaned up, and I'm going to the gym. It's always a good time at Old Time.